What problems does Intel have that money solves?
Well, look, I mean, when you think about, first of all, innovation, I mean, now with Nvidia being a backer, I mean, that's something that's important because, look, I mean, you talked about some of the issues that Intel's had. You now have the government backing. You have Nvidia bringing them into the AI game. Look, they are the comeback kid, Intel. So, look, could Apple do a deal with them? I think anything's on the table right now because also this just also gets you in a better spot in the 202 area code relative to, I think, the view right now. You want to be in the Intel game rather than outside if you're in big tech.
Well, Dan, let's talk about why, and let's talk about the government stake in Intel. Anne-Marie talked about it. Do you see that? Do these companies see that as an incentive to partner with the company, knowing that it gets them in the good favor of the White House?
Oh, yeah. I mean, my name's Dan. I mean, the point is like that 100% is at play here because it gets you, I think, in good grace in terms of the 202 area code. You were clearly seeing that this is an arms race between US and China. Intel has clearly been the laggard, and obviously it's been a nightmare. But now with this backing, you get Nvidia, you potentially get Apple, you potentially get others. I mean, it changes the story. Now, look, they have to execute, but I mean, this is almost historical. What's happening for Intel? The stage is set. Now they have to execute.
Dan, isn't it uncomfortable for you that the U.S. government is just picking the winners and the losers?
Look, I mean, it's the new rules of the road, right? And I think it's one where when you look at Intel, if they didn't have Trump administration backing, you don't get Nvidia back. You don't ultimately get Apple, right? So it's one where this was the laggard. You could argue, especially what's happening in China, they needed to essentially, put fuel behind this in terms of when it comes to Intel. But look, I think the reality is big tech CEOs are adjusting to new rules of the game. Intel's on the positive side of that. Others will be on the negative. And I think in this fourth industrial revolution, that's how this is going to continue to play out.
Well, do you think Tim Cook is going to do it just to get a better welcome treatment in the 202 area code, as you put it?
Yeah, look, I don't think Cook's doing it solely to, for that reason. But I mean, strategically, obviously, there could be good reasons why they do it. And look, Apple right now, I mean, they went from back against the walls we've talked a lot in the program to now they're on offensive mode. I think, that Google Gemini deal on the AI front's probably next. They could do an Intel deal. They could do others because since that DOJ win for Google, that gives Apple, I think, a lot more flexibility. But if that phone rings from the 202 area code, I think Cook picks it up.